Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in every life when we look at what we're going through and ask, why me? We look up and wonder why the doors are closing, why the opportunities are delayed, why the relationships are falling apart, why our hearts feel heavy and our path feels lonely. But I came to tell you tonight, Jody is not punishing you. Jody is preparing you. You may not see it right now. You may be in the valley, surrounded by shadows, crying tears nobody knows about. But hear me clearly, diamonds are formed under pressure. Steel is forged in fire, and destiny is developed in the dark. You are not being buried, you're being planted. And when the season is right, when the roots have taken hold, when your spirit has been refined, you will rise. You will bloom. You will walk into rooms you thought you'd never enter, but not before the preparation. The delay is not denial, it is discipline. You don't give the keys to a race car to someone who's never driven before. You don't hand a crown to someone who hasn't carried the weight of responsibility. You don't pour purpose into someone whose character hasn't been tested. You're going through what you're going through because Jody is preparing you for what you asked for. You said you wanted strength, so he sent struggle. You asked for courage, so he let you face fear. You prayed for impact, so he gave you isolation to hear his voice. Every moment, every trial, every tear is working together to refine your faith, strengthen your character, and prepare your soul for the assignment ahead. Sometimes preparation feels like punishment because it's uncomfortable. It stretches us, it empties us, it humbles us, but preparation is where trust is born, trust in yourself, trust in your calling, trust in God timing. See, the reason you haven't quit, the reason you keep showing up, even when you're exhausted, is because there's a whisper inside you that says, hold on, I'm doing something in you, don't give up, don't run. This is not the end of your story, and I know it hurts, I know it's confusing, I know sometimes it feels like you're losing, but you're not losing, you're learning, you're maturing, you're growing. Jody isn't just preparing a blessing for you, he's preparing you for the blessing. Because if he gave it to you too soon, it might crush you. But after this process, after this fire, you won't just be ready to receive, you'll be ready to sustain it. You'll be built, you'll be anchored, you'll be unstoppable. Look back over your life. Think about the moments you thought were meant to destroy you, and yet you're still here, not because you're lucky, but because you're chosen. There's something greater working on your behalf, something bigger than your pain, bigger than your problems, and every delay, every setback, every rejection was actually a redirection guiding you to something better, something greater, something divine. So don't curse the process, don't rush the preparation, learn in the quiet, grow in the dark, and trust that what's coming will be worth every tear you cried, every lonely night you endured, every battle you had to fight in silence. You weren't meant to break, you were meant to be built. Your story isn't over, it's just under construction. And when it's time, when it's your time, you won't have to force it. You won't have to fake it. The doors will open, the people will come, and the world will watch as God reveals what he's been preparing in private. So keep walking, keep believing, keep enduring, because God is preparing you not just for any life, but for a life of purpose, impact, and legacy. And when the preparation is done, you won't just survive, you will soar. Let me tell you something, delays are not denials. Too many people throw in the towel because something didn't happen when they wanted it to. But just because your breakthrough hasn't shown up yet doesn't mean it's not on the way. You've got to hold on to the vision even when you can't see the results. You've got to keep watering your dream even when it looks like nothing is growing. The delay is not to defeat you, it's to develop you. See, we've been conditioned to think that if something takes too long, then maybe it's not for us. But the truth is, great things take time. A tree doesn't grow overnight. A masterpiece isn't painted in a day. You don't become the person you were born to be by skipping the process. That delay, that's where you're gaining the strength, the wisdom, and the endurance to carry the blessing when it shows up. If it came too soon, you wouldn't know how to handle it. If it showed up before you were ready, it could crush you. And I know waiting is hard. You pray, you grind, you hustle, and yet the doors don't open right away. You see others getting ahead while you feel stuck in place. But don't let that discourage you. Don't you dare compare your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 10. Your journey is yours. What's meant for you will not miss you, but it might take longer because you're being prepared for more. Some people are being prepared for good, but you're being prepared for greatness. Now here's the key. How you handle the delay determines how long you stay there. Are you going to whine and complain? Are you going to let bitterness take root in your heart? Or are you going to stand up, smile through the storm, and say, I'm being built for something bigger? You've got to shift your mindset. Stop saying, why me? And start saying, try me. Because when you recognize the delay as a divine setup, you stop fearing it and start growing through it. Let me tell you, every no you hear, every closed door, every missed opportunity, it's not there to stop you. It's there to reroute you to something better. It's like a GPS. You ever miss a turn, and your GPS says, recalculating. That's life. Sometimes God has to recalculate your route because the one you were trying to take wasn't going to lead you to your destiny. But if you stay focused, if you stay obedient, if you stay patient, he'll get you where you need to go. Delay teaches discipline, delay teaches patience, delay teaches gratitude. When you finally get what you've been waiting for, you'll appreciate it so much more because you know what it took to get there. You earned that victory, you grew into that level, you fought for that freedom, and the best part, no one can take it from you because you didn't just walk into it. You were forged in it. So don't panic in the pause. Don't quit in the quiet season. The delay doesn't mean the dream is dead. It means you're under construction. And when the time is right, what's yours will come with force. It'll make sense why it took so long. It'll click why it couldn't come sooner. You'll look back and realize the waiting room was actually the training ground. That's where your confidence was built. That's where your resilience was tested. That's where your character was refined. I'm telling you right now, hold the line, keep the faith, stay in the fight. The delay is not a sign that you're off track. It's a signal that something powerful is being prepared behind the scenes. So while you wait, work. While you wait, worship. While you wait, grow. Because when that moment comes, and it will, you won't just be ready to receive it, you'll be ready to walk in it. Sometimes the pain you're feeling, the struggle you're enduring, the confusion you're facing, it's not punishment, it's preparation. You've been asking for more, crying out for greater, dreaming bigger dreams. But what you might not realize is that the bigger the dream, the tougher the preparation. You don't get greatness on clearance. There's a cost, and part of that cost is going through something that shakes you, molds you, and ultimately shapes you into someone who can carry the weight of your calling. Life will break you before it blesses you. That's the part we don't want to talk about. We love the victory, but we don't want the valley. We want the crown, but we don't want the cross. We want the testimony, but not the test. But here's the truth. Pressure produces power. Struggle sharpens strength. And brokenness is often the breeding ground for brilliance. Every challenge is not meant to crush you. It's meant to craft you. It's the chisel that shapes your character. You see, if you only walked on sunny days, you'd never grow roots. It's the storms that force you to go deeper. It's the setbacks that teach you to rise. Again, the fire isn't sent to burn you. It's sent to refine you. And if you can change your perspective, if you can learn to see pain as preparation, then you'll stop running from the struggle and start growing through it. Some of you are asking, why is this happening to me? But I want to challenge you to ask a different question. What is this trying to teach me? Because hidden in your hardest seasons are lessons that you need for your next level. Maybe you're learning patience. Maybe you're developing humility. Maybe you're discovering strength you didn't even know you had. That pain is a teacher. It's not there to torture you. It's there to transform you. Let me tell you, you don't come out of pain the same way you went in. You come out wiser, you come out stronger, you come out more focused, more grateful, more determined. You come out with a deeper appreciation for life, for people, for purpose. You come out understanding that peace isn't about Avoiding storms, it's about learning to dance in the rain. That's what preparation looks like. And listen, not everyone will understand what you're going through. People will judge the process without knowing the purpose. They'll criticize the pain without seeing the promise. But don't let that distract you. Your journey is personal, your preparation is sacred, and what God is doing in you right now might not make sense to others. But that's okay, because He's not preparing them for your calling. He's preparing you. You've got to learn to trust the process even when you don't understand the plan. Preparation often feels like isolation. It feels like everyone else is moving forward while you're stuck. But you're not stuck. You're stationed. You're not buried. You're planted. And when the time is right, when the roots are deep enough, you're going to rise up in a way that surprises everyone around you, even yourself. Don't resist the preparation. Embrace it. Even when it hurts, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's lonely, you're being refined, redefined, and repositioned. And when the preparation is complete, you'll be unshakable. You'll be ready not just to receive your blessing, but to carry it with strength, humility, and grace. You've got to believe that what you're going through now is not in vain. It's not pointless. There's a divine strategy in motion, and every tear, every heartbreak, every setback is working together to build something unbreakable. Within you, your story is being written in the dark, but it will shine in the light. So don't give up. Don't give in. Stand tall in the pain. Rise in the preparation, because when your moment comes, and it will, you'll look back and say, every step, every struggle, every silent night, it was worth it. I wasn't being punished. I was being prepared. You've got to understand something deep today. Your delay is not your denial. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't happen. Just because the door hasn't opened doesn't mean the opportunity isn't real. Some blessings take time to mature. Some doors open only when you're ready to walk through them, and sometimes you're not being ignored. You're being prepared. But here's the thing, during that waiting season, you'll be tempted to settle. You'll look at where you are, and you'll start shrinking your dreams to match your current reality. You'll look at the time it's taking, and you'll begin to doubt the vision you once believed in so strongly. And that's where most people give up. They stop dreaming, stop praying, stop believing, because they can't see the fruit yet. But that's not you. You're different. You've got to be a person who understands that delay is divine, delay is development, delay is where God stretches your faith and builds your character. Think of a seed in the soil. It's dark, it's quiet, it looks like nothing's happening, but under that soil life is beginning. The roots are growing deep, the foundation is being formed, and if you dug up that seed too early, you'd never see the plant it was becoming. Some of you are in that soil season. It's dark, it's cold, it's lonely. You're questioning whether you'll ever see the light again. But I'm here to tell you, stay planted. Don't give up in the process. You are being rooted, you are being readied, and in due season you're going to rise. See, delay gives you time to refine your vision. You don't want to step into a big opportunity with small preparation. You don't want to carry a calling you haven't been conditioned for. If you're asking for more, then be prepared for the wait. The greater the assignment, the deeper the development. You've got to be built to last, and that takes time, that takes endurance, that takes patience. And while you wait, don't waste your time complaining. Use that time to work on you. Read more, grow more. Pray deeper, train harder, get better. Don't sit in the waiting room twiddling your thumbs. Use it as a classroom. Learn from your pain, learn from your losses, learn from the quiet, because one day you'll look back and realize that what felt like a setback was actually a setup. What felt like a delay was divine protection. You weren't ready then, but you will be ready now. Let me tell you, your waiting season isn't punishment, it's preparation. That job didn't call you back because it wasn't yours. That relationship ended because it couldn't go where you're going. That door closed because it led you to a room that wasn't equipped to hold the weight of your purpose. Trust the timing, trust the rejection, trust the redirection. Sometimes being delayed is how God keeps you from disaster. Sometimes that not yet is saving your life, and don't compare your journey to anybody else's. Just because someone else got there faster doesn't mean they'll stay there longer. This isn't a race, it's a refining. You've got to keep your eyes on your own lane, run your own pace, and remember that what's meant for you is already yours. No man can take it, no detour can delete it, no delay can destroy it. So hold on, keep showing up, keep believing when it doesn't make sense, keep trusting when it hurts. That vision inside you, it's real. That dream you're carrying, it's valid. And if you can survive the waiting room, if you can endure the silence, if you can keep the faith in the fire, then when that door finally opens, you'll walk through it like the warrior you've become. Your delay is not your denial, it's your development, it's your preparation. And when your moment comes, you'll realize that everything you went through was building you up for something greater than you could imagine. Keep going, your breakthrough is coming. Sometimes the most powerful breakthroughs come wrapped in silence. In that silence, God is still working. In that stillness, God is still moving. You may not feel it. You may not see the results yet. But preparation doesn't always make noise. Just because it's quiet doesn't mean you're forgotten. Just because things aren't happening on your timeline doesn't mean they're not happening at all. That silence, that space where it seems like nothing is moving, is where your faith is refined, where your strength is built, and where your destiny is shaped. Now I know how it feels when you've prayed and believed, when you've cried yourself to sleep and still woke up feeling empty. I know what it's like to wonder if your prayers are hitting the ceiling, to doubt if what you heard from God was real. But hear me, silence is not absence, it's training. It's development, it's preparation for a stage you're not quite ready to stand on. Yet, the silence is your classroom. It's where your character gets shaped. See, you don't learn discipline, patience, or resilience on the mountaintop. No, that kind of wisdom is forged in the valleys. You don't build spiritual muscle when everything is going right. You grow it when everything is falling apart, and yet you choose to believe anyway. You show up broken but hopeful. You keep walking with tears in your eyes but fire in your belly. That's when heaven starts taking notes. That's when transformation begins. Too many people want the platform without the preparation. They want the microphone without the maturity. They want to lead, but they haven't learned how to follow. They want success, but they haven't endured struggle. You can't skip the silence. You can't bypass the process. God is preparing you, but if He gave it to you too early, you'd drop it. You'd waste it. You wouldn't know how to handle it. The silence is sacred. It's where you learn to be still and know. Let me tell you, God is strategic. He's not going to open the floodgates until He knows you can swim. He's not going to give you a crown until He knows you can carry the cross. The silence is His way of making sure you don't just reach your destiny, but you sustain it. You were not created for a moment. You were created for a mission, and missions require training. Soldiers don't get sent into battle without first going through boot camp, and that's what the silence is. Boot camp for your soul. And while you're in this place, you've got to make a choice. Will you see the silence as punishment, or will you see it as preparation? Will you grow bitter or better? Will you run away or lean in? Because how you handle the silence determines how high you go. Your response in the quiet moments is what qualifies you for the loud ones. Don't waste this season looking for applause. Stop waiting for people to validate you. Stop craving the spotlight. Your value doesn't come from followers or likes. It comes from your foundation. And that foundation is laid when nobody's watching, when nobody's cheering, when it's just you, your dream, and your God. So I'm challenging you right now. Embrace the silence. Lean into it. Listen for the lessons. Trust the slow build. The roots are growing deep. You are being fortified. You are being anointed in the shadows. So when you finally step into the light, you'll have something real to offer. Not hype, not noise, substance, power, wisdom. This is your preparation season. Don't resent it. Don't rush it. And whatever you do, don't quit in it. The silence may be deafening now, but when your breakthrough comes, it'll make all the noise you've been waiting for. And you'll look back and realize you weren't being punished. You were being positioned. God hasn't forgotten you. He's forming you. And when it's time, the silence will break. The doors will open. And you'll step into the moment that everything has been leading to. Stay ready, stay faithful. Your time is coming. There is something extraordinary about pain. It's a master teacher. And if you're willing to learn, it will elevate you in ways comfort never could. We don't like pain, and I get it. It's uncomfortable. It's frustrating. It's exhausting. But pain has a purpose. Pain is not just something to survive. It's something to study. It is not your enemy. It is your assignment. Every tear, every heartbreak, every disappointment, every loss, it's not in vain. It's preparing you, molding you, sharpening you into the person you were born to be. You see, we're so focused on the outcome that we often miss the becoming. But let me tell you, the process of becoming who you are meant to be will cost you. It will cost your comfort. It will cost your convenience. It may even cost you some relationships, but don't you dare run from the pain. Don't you despise the hurt, because the fire you're going through is refining you. It's burning away the fear. It's melting away the doubt. It's forging resilience in your soul. Some of you are carrying pain so deep that you've buried it beneath your smile. You've learned to function while bleeding, but let me remind you, your pain is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a greater chapter. What the enemy meant to break you, God will use to build you. That storm wasn't sent to destroy you. It was sent to define you. You are not victim of your pain. You are the product of it. And I know, you're tired. You're wondering why you had to go through what you went through. You're asking, why me? But here's what I want you to hear. Why not you? Why not the one who can turn pain into purpose? Why not the one who can use their scars as stories? Why not the one who can rise up and be a light for someone else walking through darkness? Why not you? Let me tell you something. Someone is waiting on your testimony. Someone is waiting to hear how you made it through what should have killed you. Someone's breakthrough is connected to your bounce back. So don't you hide your pain. Don't cover your wounds. Let them be a map for someone else trying to find their way. Let them see the fire didn't consume you, it commissioned you. You are walking proof that pain is not permanent and that purpose is real. But here's the catch. You have to process the pain. Don't suppress it. Don't ignore it. Don't fake strength. Be honest with your brokenness, because healing doesn't come from pretending. It comes from confronting. It comes from feeling. It comes from crying and praying and screaming and still standing. You've got to do the inner work so the outer world doesn't control your worth. And through that pain, through that process, you'll start to see with new eyes. You'll discover power you didn't know you had. You'll walk with a confidence that doesn't come from accolades. It comes from survival. When you've been through enough, there's a different fire in your voice. There's a different strength in your step. That's what pain gives you, perspective. That's what pain gives you, depth. I want you to know this. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not weak. You're not broken beyond repair. You are human, and humans hurt. But humans also heal, and in that healing is your becoming. In that restoration is your assignment. You may have gone through it, but you are not defined by it. You are refined by it. You are better because of it. So don't curse the pain. Don't waste the tears. Use it. Use every ounce of it to fuel your purpose, to remind you of your power, to help you lift others when they fall. You've been through enough to inspire nations. You've survived enough to shake the heavens, and now it's your time to rise, time to give that pain a purpose, time to turn your wounds into wisdom and your scars into strength, because one day you'll look back and realize the pain wasn't there to punish you. It was sent to prepare you, and now that you've endured it, you're ready to lead, ready to love, ready to live with power, purpose, and passion like never before.